All right, so update on JASMY coin. Let me go to the daily chart just to start on the daily chart. So currently the 618 is at 19.3, 19 cents basically. So you can't go much lower than that. But unfortunately, it looks like you want to test that again, and that's not good. On the macro time frames, you made a lower high here. So while I don't think you in this downtrend anymore, you're still in some sort of downtrend, at least on the super small time frames. And I did buy JASMY yesterday. I said I could have bought it yesterday at 20 cents like I told myself I should have. Or I think I was at the 618 at 19 cents is where I could have bought it. I didn't do that. Could have put a limit order there. I did it, and then I ended up buying it once I saw the super strong bounce. It got in around 23 cents, just a little bit under that. So that's pretty dumb on my part. But I'm holding this because I do think long term this hits 50 cents in the next month. And I think super long term for the next 2 to 3 months, I should say, I think this hits around $1, probably maybe just above $1. But $1 is my ultimate target for JASMY now, especially because it was just listed on Binance yesterday. But anyways, the 618 that I have charted is at 19.3. If you go below 19.3, it's going to be extremely bearish. If you do it from the wicks all the way up, then the 618 would be at 21.3. So you're getting very close to being below the 618 if you don't use the wicks. And if you use the wicks, then you're already below the 618, which is bearish. But I would say if you go below 19.2, definitely below anything below 19 cents is extremely bearish, and that means you could be in another downtrend. And this was just a complete fake out to the upside. And this trend line would no longer be valid. Maybe that'd be support now, but you'd have to draw another trend line up here, so you'd be in a downward channel. But obviously that would be invalidated if you made another high above 26 cents. And yeah, so if you go below 19 cents, though, it's just extremely bearish. And unfortunately, then you'd have to be talking about lower price targets, which would be 17.3. If you go below that, my next target's 14 cents. And then below that, I am looking at 11. So I don't think you go that far, but 11 cents, I would say, would be the worst case scenario. That's all I got. And also, the daily time frame in the MACD is turning up. So that's why I also think the bottom was in. And that's why I'm not 100% confirmed that this is just a fake out. I do think we're about to start going up on the bigger time frames because, like I said, long term, I'm thinking 50 cents and soup into the end of the bull run at least $1, maybe even higher than $1, depending on what Bitcoin does. But I think $1 is inbound, so that's why I'm holding on to my trade because I think from getting in at 23 cents, that's still 3x to where I think this will ultimately top out at. And it could go for a blow off top, it could go to several dollars, but I don't think it goes much past $1. That's just my opinion. So that's kind of where we're going, and that's a 3x from 23 cents. So I'll be holding on to that trade, and that's all I got. See you guys in the next one.